Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's so nice to see you all joining. To get started, I'd like to welcome everybody to please type your name and where you're joining from in the chat. That way we can begin to get to know each other. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, everybody's joining. We're introducing ourselves in the chat. So please feel free to do so. My name is Lea Perekrests. I'm the Director of Partnerships at IEP, and a part of my job here is to be running the IEP Ambassadors Program. So I'm really happy to see you all here. Great, we have some wonderful introductions. Excellent. So please keep introducing yourselves. I am going to be giving a very short presentation on the overview of the Ambassador Program. Much of this you will have already know and already have seen in the program itself and in the FAQ, but it's wonderful just to give everybody a bit of a reminder on the timelines, the details, and what is expected for you as an IEP ambassador. So if you have a question for me during the presentation, it would be great if you could use the Q&A function. That way I'll be able to see it really clearly instead of trying to sort through the chat. So if you have a direct question about the program, about what I'm saying, please do use the Q&A, but continue to talk to each other through the webinar chat platform. Great. So to begin, I have a short presentation here, as you'll see on the screen. And I want to mention before I begin that all of the photos are from other IEP ambassadors who have already graduated and already become a certified IEP ambassador. This one here is an IEP ambassador from Nigeria who did his ambassador challenge in a local school. Great. So again, our high-level overview, I will go over the review of the dates and the expectations within the program. I will go over what the IEP Ambassador Challenge is and some key examples of what others have done for their IEP Ambassador Challenge. And then we'll talk a little bit about how we connect with each other. What is this network? How do you get involved in the IEP Ambassador Network? And then lastly, I'm going to open it up to any and all questions that you may have about the program. Again, I invite you to use the Q&A function to ask your question, not the chat, because it might be a little bit hard to sort through the chat as we go on. So the program timeline, as you all know, you got your acceptance emails and opportunity to start the program on the 23rd of April. You will all also know that your Ambassador Challenge is due by the 28th of May. So this is where you have to submit your presentations and the evidence through the platform by the 28th of May. If you are having any troubles uploading your information via the platform, you can send an email to ambassadors@economicsandpeace.org. This is also in the FAQ section on the website. If you have passed your course and you have submitted your IEP Ambassador Challenge, you will be receiving an IEP Ambassador certificate on the 11th of June. So that's when you officially become an IEP Ambassador. When we've reviewed your work, we've already started reviewing some of the submissions that have come in, and they're all excellent. So overall, this is 5 weeks to complete this work. As you know, this includes the online learning modules, so the videos that you watch, the text that you read, and then also participating in the different discussion questions in the comment section of the online program. I do want to say that I've been reading through your comments that you've been leaving on the program, and I have been so excited and inspired, and I've learned so much from all of you in your answers to our discussion questions in this program. So please do keep up that engagement, keep talking to each other, commenting on each other's inputs. It's a really excellent way to understand where your fellow ambassadors are coming from. So we have the online program, and then the next piece is your IEP Ambassador Challenge. For the IEP Ambassador Challenge, we have the full module explaining what this could look like. It can look very different for everybody. It's really an opportunity for you to make it your own. I strongly suggest, if you haven't already, begin arranging that, to do that now, as you only have about 1 week until the due date. And again, if you successfully complete the modules and submit the challenge, you'll receive your certificate on the 11th of June, 2025. So to get into a couple of details about what the IEP Ambassador Challenge looks like, I see we already have a couple of questions in the chat. That's wonderful. So your Ambassador Challenge, the purpose of this is so that you can either begin or expand your capacity as a peace leader. So we ask that you deliver a presentation on any topic of your choice from what you've learned from the IEP Ambassador Program. So maybe that means you want to give a presentation on the Global Peace Index. Maybe that means you want to talk about low levels of corruption or solutions to low levels of corruption. Perhaps it means you want to do a presentation that talks about ecological threats and how that relates to conflict. Maybe you want to talk about your own country. You want to do a positive peace review of your own community, something like that. You can make it your own. It just needs to be inspired by what you've learned in our online modules. You are welcome to use the resources that we have throughout the program. You may have noticed on the right-hand column of the program, we link different PDFs and documents as you go through. So you'll see that there are PowerPoint presentations linked in the program. You are welcome to use those. You do not have to use them. You also may create your own. You could do something where a PowerPoint isn't appropriate for. You can give a speech, anything that you would like. You're welcome to use any of the resources that we provide, or you're welcome to use none of them and make your own. A frequently asked question. This presentation can be done in any language. So it can be done, whatever you think is best. I see that there's one comment that somebody did a radio presentation to the local audience, and the language was the local language. That's wonderful. Completely acceptable. Please just tell us about what the content was when you gave your presentation. I want to give a couple of examples of things that other IEP ambassadors have done in case you're unsure still of what you want to do. So here on the page, we have 4 different examples in 4 different places. On the top left-hand corner, we have IEP Ambassador Happy. She's really wonderful. She held a classroom discussion about what does peace mean. And she focused on the difference between negative peace and positive peace at a local school. We have IEP Ambassador Samir to the right-hand side, and he decided to give a presentation to his workplace, to some of his colleagues. And they talked about how they could use the positive peace framework in the work that they do. On the bottom left-hand side, we have Ambassador Kioma. Her own professional interest is all around AI. Very cool. And she gave a presentation that looked at how you could apply positive peace into the AI world. And on the bottom right-hand side, we have IEP Ambassador Gervin. He gave a presentation in a refugee camp, and they talked about how they could use positive peace to strengthen their human rights violation mechanism within the camp. So again, for very different audiences, very different structures of how you can use this opportunity to present. I see a couple more questions that I will answer. You may do your IEP Ambassador Challenge through Zoom. Yes, please do take screenshots of it, and that can suffice for your evidence. So that's absolutely okay to have Zoom conversations and Zoom presentations. IEP is not able to provide any logistical support for the IEP Ambassador Challenge, unfortunately, no. So if you do hold one, we ask that you do this in a way that works for you. It could be at your home, it could be outside, anywhere that's available to you. And lastly, the size of the audience does not matter. So you could even present to your own family, and that will suffice. There's no minimum audience. Okay, so I don't see any other questions right now about the Ambassador Challenge itself. I'm sure more may come through. Please keep typing them in the Q&A function, and I'll answer those as they come through. Now, a little bit about connecting with each other as the IEP Ambassador Network. One of the things I do want to mention, people oftentimes email me and say, Lea, I want to be connected with all of the IEP ambassadors in my country. I really wish I could do that, but because of data privacy laws, I cannot share your private information with any of the other IEP ambassadors. So I'm not allowed to share your contact info. To make up for that, what we have done is we've created a Facebook group and a LinkedIn group. These are two options if you want to be connected to other IEP ambassadors. Please join these two groups and get to know each other. You can write in the group, hi, I'm Lea, I live in Australia. Who else is here from Australia? And begin to connect with each other in that way. So as much as we want to be able to connect you directly, we're not allowed to. We also do have special events for our IEP ambassadors. So whenever we have a report launch, so whenever a new global peace index comes out or a global terrorism index, ecological threat report, or something else, we always have a special event just for our IEP ambassadors, so that you will get to engage with the researchers who are behind these reports, talk to them, ask them your questions about each of the reports that comes out. It's a really great opportunity to be connected. And lastly, led by you, please do create your own groups, whether that's by a thematic interest, national interest, regional interest. A lot of the strength and benefits of this program are to connect with each other. We have now over 5,000 IEP ambassadors. These are people in over 150 countries who are passionate about building peace. This is an incredible network to be a part of and to use to the best of your abilities. Now, I want to add also that how you work with IEP in the future once you become an IEP ambassador. So one of the things that you will notice when you complete your submission for IEP Ambassador is that we will ask you to submit your CV. This is optional. It's optional to submit your CV. If you do, we then have a file of our ambassadors and their CVs, and let's say we have an upcoming project in Morocco. We could look who are IEP ambassadors in Morocco that could help us and partner with us on this grant opportunity. So I highly recommend that if you are interested in collaborating with IEP, either consulting on a specific project or in another way, do submit your CV. It really helps us stay organized, know who's interested to work with us as well. Not everybody will be. So please do use that if you're able to. Then we also use our IEP ambassador list whenever we travel. So IEP directors, we're often traveling all over the world, whether that's for events or projects, and we always check which IEP ambassadors are going to be nearby whenever we travel. So if I will be in the Philippines next week, I'll say which IEP ambassadors are there, and I will send you an email and say, "Hi, I'm coming to your city. Can we get a coffee? Can we get to know each other? Can you show me what you're working on?" So these are the different ways that IEP stays engaged with our ambassadors in the longer term and ways that we can really have firm partnerships as well. Okay, so that's the end of my short presentation. I see a couple of more questions that have come in, so I'm really happy to start answering some of these as well. The remainder of the hour is just for you to be asking questions and connecting with each other in the chat as well. Okay, let's see, where did I leave off? The length of the presentation. So it can be any length. Keep in mind that it should be meaningful. The genuine purpose of this is to share information about peace with others in a meaningful way. So while there's no formal minimum, I would say most people's presentations happen to be a minimum of about 10 to 15 minutes, the shortest. Can I combine my presentation of the global terrorism and lone wolf youth terrorism? Yes, absolutely. That's a wonderful idea. You're welcome to combine any of our knowledge with your existing knowledge, with work that you're doing elsewhere, as long as there's something that you've taken from the IEP Ambassador Program into the presentation, that's great. The duration, again, looking for a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes. Some people host much longer sessions as well. And presentations on Zoom are acceptable. Yes, you may do that. There is no minimum or maximum number of audience when you're doing the presentation through Zoom. Well, we hope at least one. Questions, what job opportunities can this program help me get? This program is really well known throughout the world, and essentially it can help you with any, you can always put this on your CV, on your resume to say that you are an IEP ambassador, and it shows that you have, you know, at least baseline knowledge and legitimacy around your knowledge for peace and peace building, and particularly in positive peace. You can share your certificate and your letter on social media. We highly encourage it. Please tag IEP in your posts as well. We love to share them. We love people to know what our ambassadors are up to all around the world. You'll also see there's an email coming out soon. Once you do submit your IEP Ambassador Challenge, we do look through them, and all the time we pick some to promote on our website, on our newsletters, etc. So we're really happy to always be learning about what our IEP ambassadors are doing with what they've learned through our programs. Is it an option for the IEP Ambassador Program to connect you to universities? We cannot directly link you to universities. I will say that many universities know about the IEP Ambassador Program and do join, you know, the IEP groups as well, especially the LinkedIn group. I would recommend is a really good place to be connecting with universities who are interested in the peace world. Is there an opportunity to promote IEP Ambassador Program in your local community space for young people who want to embrace this? Yes, please. I mean, the more people you tell about this program, we are so happy to have as many people as possible on this program. I will also say you are now going to be a peace leader in your community. So it's also a part of your new IEP ambassadorship to be sharing the knowledge that you've gained about how to build peace, and especially for young people, how to build peace in your local communities. Someone has created a WhatsApp group for Rotarian IEP ambassadors in Tunisia. Absolutely, you can do that. I recommend that you open it to all IEP ambassadors. I've seen many IEP ambassadors become Rotarians as well through the connections that they've made in this group. Someone asked they've completed the Ambassador Challenge, but then they could not click the link. Okay, if you've sent the query, then we will be getting to you within this week to let you know if we can see it or not. If we cannot, we'll let you know. We go through all of the submissions, and if there's if there's any issue with us not being able to see or access, or if it looks like there's nothing there, we will email you and let you know that there's a challenge with us accessing your evidence. Absolutely, you're permitted to invite other speakers to join if you host a Zoom presentation or if you host an in-person presentation. Either way, please set up panels, invite other people, just make it as engaging as possible, etc. Yes, you can do online sessions, of course. I would say IEP will use the IEP Ambassador Certificate for any scholarship letters. That can help out with that. Along with your certificate, you'll get a letter of completion that says IEP certifies that this person has gone through the course. This is what they've learned. So use that letter that will come together with the certificate for any applications that you may be doing. About the challenges for the IEP Ambassador Challenge. What we'd like to see is anything you have learned through the online courses. Share something related to that. It can be in combination with knowledge that you've had already or a project that you've had already. But it is up to you what piece you want to speak about. So any topic of your choice that's related to what you have learned. You cannot give a presentation on vacuums and have nothing to do with peace. You have to be relating in the IEP course content somewhere in your presentation. Is it required to upload a video for the whole presentation? No, it is not. You can submit photos, you can submit a short video. It's up to you. We just need to see a photo to say that it actually happened. So a photo or a video is okay, either one. A note will be sent together with the certificate, so that will be all set. The Rotary Peace Fellowship, that's a Rotary product, not an IEP product, so I can't speak to that. I'm sorry, but maybe somebody else in the audience can connect you into the Rotary Peace Fellowship program. Does this topic align with the program of the IEP Ambassador? Role of ISS students towards achieving peaceful community or society? I would say yes. I'd invite you to relate that maybe to the pillars of positive peace or talk about it as positive peace versus negative peace, something that you've learned through the videos. The IEP Ambassador Certificate is going to be free. So there's no payment required for the IEP Ambassador Certificate. We have other programs that do require a payment for the certificate, but this one is free. There's no fee for any certificate from the IEP Ambassador Program. You can edit and revise your Ambassador Challenge form and presentation. If you have any issue with this, you can also send us an email at ambassadors@economicsandpeace.org. You live in a country that is controlled by an armed group where group meetings are prohibited. We hold your safety first. You are not required to give a presentation if there is a physical issue with holding a meeting. Do not hold a meeting if that's the case. What you can do in lieu is that you can email us some of your thoughts or reflections on the program at ambassadors@iep.org. I'll put that email in the chat as well. Please, we hold your safety to the highest regard, so there are alternative ways to still submit something. Does the IEP have a branch in New York City? Yes, we do. So IEP offices at this time, our headquarters are in Sydney, Australia. We also have offices in New York City, Mexico City, Brussels, Nairobi, and we will soon hopefully have another office opening in the Philippines as well. If you want to get engaged with those offices, you need to send an email to info@economicsandpeace.org. And in there, mention which office you want to get in touch with, and then it'll be sent directly to them. Do we have special accommodation for people with disabilities? Our policy around anybody who is unable to deliver an IEP Ambassador Challenge in any way is please send us something in writing if you are unable to do it physically. So you may email it to us. You can submit it as a Word document in the challenge. It will be counted. If you are unable to do that, please email us, and I'm sure we will find a solution. Yes, you are welcome to invite other speakers on the Zoom presentation. Yes, you can have a panel. You can set up an event with other speakers on other topics. That is okay. You're absolutely welcome to do that. Whatever is going to be interesting for your audience and engaging. Yes, you may submit only photos with no video. That's okay. Only photos is still okay. It's acceptable. If you absolutely need an extension, it depends how many people need them. We haven't had anybody email us yet asking for an extension, besides one or two people, who really cannot. So if you need one, please email us and we will let you know. But for the most part, most people should have their presentations ready for the 28th. Somebody chose to work with the community and administration to know the impact of positive peace in Burundi. Absolutely. That sounds like a fantastic plan. That sounds like a really great presentation. We do not have a branch in Cameroon at the moment, no. Right now, we only have an office in Nairobi that's covering the entire continent. We do a lot of projects, though, in many different countries that are outside of where our offices are as well. The IEP Ambassador certificate is free. There's no charge. We don't ask you to pay anything for the IEP Ambassador certificate. IEP has other courses that are paid certificate. This one is not. This one is free. If you are afraid your presentation won't be ready in time, please send us an email. And we'll take that case by case because it's usually such a small number of people who need extensions. So please send us an email and we will talk to you about it. Yours was a PowerPoint presentation including surveys in Zimbabwe. That sounds like an excellent project. Yes, I'm going to type the email in to the chat right now so that everybody has it. ambassadors@economicsandpeace.org. So if you're having an issue with your upload, if you want to request an extension, which again, please only do if you genuinely need it. We will not be granting them to everybody, because it's a lot for us to keep track of. So there's the email. If you have any other technical issues, please email the ambassadors at Economics and Peace. Great. If your presentation is shared publicly through social media as a video, that does fulfill the challenge, yes. So you are welcome to give your presentation on any social media platform, just please send us either a link directly to the post if it's public, or send us a screenshot if it's a private social media page. We do not have offices in Southern Africa at the moment. Somebody asked about research assistance. You'll have to check our website, economicsandpeace.org. We have all of our job postings, if there are any, on that page. IEP is quite a small organization. We have about 40 staff around the world. So whenever there are openings, they are listed on our website. I agree that we need an IEP branch office in Nigeria. I would absolutely love that. I don't know how we make it happen, but I would love that. If you want to submit both video and photos, how many minutes of the video? It's up to you. For us, as long as we can see that it happens, but if you want to share with us a longer video clip, we're really happy to see it. I mean, I would love to watch all of your presentations, really. Are you allowed to give a presentation using tools and insights from the IEP lessons? Absolutely, please do. What we want is you to share what you've learned with other people. So you can use all of the IEP resources that are linked throughout the program. We also link in PowerPoint presentations. Please do use those if you would like to. If you want to get in touch with a regional office, I'm putting in the email address for that in the webinar chat. So use the info@economicsandpeace.org. Say that you're currently in your IEP Ambassador Program and which office you want to get in touch with. They will forward that to that specific office. Besides the Philippines, has IEP conducted any activity in Indonesia? Yes, we have. So we've done a couple of different presentations all around Indonesia, across our reports. So we are there pretty regularly. So now that you're on our lists, we'll be letting you know when we come to Indonesia. The email to ask if you have any issues with the program is ambassadors@economicsandpeace.org. It's in the chat as well. Yes, it's okay to upload the photos on Google Drive and send the link. One thing I want to be clear, when you're sending the link, make sure it's either public or that it's shared with us. These instructions are in the module itself. Just make sure that we can actually view it. If we can't, you'll get an email saying ambassadors@gmail is trying to open your link. So then we'll ask to share it that way. For volunteers or IEP officers, I'm welcome to let you know that our IEP Ambassador Program is the way that we work with volunteers and representatives around the world. We have a lot of IEP ambassadors who have done such fantastic jobs talking about IEP, working with local or national or regional partners that they've, contacted IEP and been said, hey, I'm an IEP ambassador. And in my country, I've been talking to the mayor of my city, and now he wants to use this work. Look what I've done. And we will email you and say, that's incredible. And we will work with you at those stages as well. Yes, you can do your presentation in French. You can do your presentation in any language. I would love an IEP branch or office in Somaliland as well. If it was up to me, we'd have an office in every country. But absolutely, I completely agree with your thoughts there. If you are having issues uploading your videos, please email them to us. You can send us a link to a Google Drive or something like that. or a link to a YouTube video upload, or send us the MP4 to the email address. How can you link with other ambassadors in your country? So I mentioned this in the beginning. Please use the IEP Ambassador Facebook and LinkedIn groups. Because of data privacy laws, we are not allowed to share your contact information with each other. So unfortunately, I can't give you the contact info for IEP ambassadors in your country, but I invite you to use the Facebook and LinkedIn groups. Some people have created WhatsApp chats as well. Get involved in those conversations and meet each other there. That is the easiest way for you to connect with each other, because unfortunately we're not able to. We do not have an office in Ethiopia. You've finished all the online courses, so what's next? That's a wonderful question, and I have a couple of answers for this. So again, now as an IEP ambassador, we invite you to continue talking about positive peace, talking about what you've learned, using this as an opportunity to really become a peace leader in your community. We also are going to be coming out with a series of new courses in the coming months and years. So please look out for those as well. We've just started a new one on terrorism. That's the first of its kind for us. It's a shorter course. So you'll see that one coming out. And there's many others as well that we have planned for continued learning. And then also stay engaged in the network as well. IEP, we're a nonprofit of about 40 people, and we do not have the ability to give out grants, unfortunately. Oftentimes, we are the ones applying for grants, and we partner with people to apply for grants. And that's another way that we also oftentimes engage with IEP ambassadors. As I mentioned, you'll be invited to submit a resume, a CV through the platform. If there's a great grant that comes out in your country and we see it and we say, who do we know there that could partner with us on this grant? We will go through our ambassadors lists and see if it's in the right thematic for anybody and connect with you that way. And we will reach out to you. What do you suggest I do about the video under "We want to hear from you" section? I'm not sure which video that's referencing. I'm sorry. If you could send us an email with a little detail, I'll be able to get back to you. Are the future courses going to be paid ones? We're going to have a mix. We're going to be some free, some paid, and some where it's free to take, but a paid certificate like some of our other programs. So we hope to keep things available for as many people as possible. To make a Nigeria office happen, that would be wonderful. How will you know that you've successfully completed the tasks? I believe an email is automatically sent to you from the platform. I will double check that with our tech team, but there should be an email that comes after. You can submit your presentation in Arabic, and we do not have an office in the Middle East yet. We have a few more minutes here. I will stay on and I will keep answering questions as they come in. I'm really happy to stick around with all of you, and please keep talking in the chat. Use that to connect with each other. I see a lot of people introducing themselves still and saying which countries they're working in, which is really wonderful. I have to say that IEP Ambassador Program is my favorite program that I get to work on, really. So I'm very happy to be in touch with all of you. To get in touch with leadership at IEP, you would use the info@ email address. That is the central email address that would be able to connect you with anybody within the organization. We do not have an office in Burundi. Again, our office in Africa at the moment is in Nairobi. And then we have an office in Brussels. We have an office in Mexico City, New York City, Sydney, and soon in Philippines as well. We do not have a branch in Papua New Guinea, unfortunately. We do have IEP ambassadors in Afghanistan. We have a number of them actually, and they are all active on our Facebook page. So I recommend you join the Facebook page. I'm going to put the links for the Facebook page and the LinkedIn group in the chat now. So here is IEP Ambassadors Facebook group. And here is the IEP Ambassador LinkedIn group. So both of these are available for you to join. I will say if you join the Facebook group, you do have to say which cohort you're in, which would be, you can say 2025, and you have to agree to the group rules. If you do not agree to the group rules, we will not accept you into the group. And the group rules are basically that, we keep everybody safe. We don't say anything hateful or offensive in the group. So please remember to click agree to the rules when you sign up for the Facebook group. How do we keep in connection with IEP ambassadors where we don't have offices? In a couple of ways. We 3 times a year, sometimes 4 times a year, we do specific webinars and meetings with IEP ambassadors, and those usually go over our latest research so that all of you are up to date with what IEP is doing, and you also get to hear from some of the research team, the people who are actually writing the research reports as well, and establish that connection. And then, as I mentioned, whenever we're traveling, whenever we're at events, whenever we're looking at different grant opportunities, we always look through our list of IEP ambassadors to see who we can connect with. If I'm going to be in Italy, I will look and see who's in Italy that I could get in touch with while I'm there. Meet for a coffee or come see what you're working on, that kind of thing. So we also do reach out to IEP ambassadors from time to time. If you do not want to hear from IEP, when you submit all of your work at the end and you're doing the survey, there's an option to, yes, I want to be contacted by IEP in the future, or no, I do not want to be contacted by IEP. So if you click no, we will not contact you ever. Is there an IEP office in Kenya? Yes, we have an office in Nairobi. If you want to be connected, please email the info@economicsandpeace.org. We do have IEP ambassadors in Cameroon as well. The deadline for completing the course and your IEP Ambassador Challenge is the 28th of May. If you are unable to complete this for whatever reason, if something happens and you're not able to complete, you email us and we will set you up in the next cohort so you can try again. I know sometimes people have things that keep them from completing it. So just let us know and we'll put you in the next cohort, which is scheduled to start in October. All of our research is available on our websites. So you are able to look through every single report. You are able to look at the PowerPoints for everything. And that is at visionofhumanity.org. That is the easiest way to see our research. So you click there, there's different maps. You can explore the data. You can look at what office, how your country performs on different things as well. Yes, the next cohort is scheduled for October. You are expected to submit your presentation before the 28th. Or on the 28th is also okay. Unfortunately, we do not have an office in Egypt, nor in Palestine. We hope to have an office in the region at some point. For the steps of your IEP Ambassador Challenge, I invite you to go to Module 3 in the course. We go step by step what is needed. You are not expected to do your own research from scratch. It's more about setting yourself up as a leader within your community and a voice for peace. So you'll be expected to deliver some sort of presentation, a speech, a video, some way that you're sharing something that you've learned from this course. And this can be to any audience of your choice. So if you look at Module 3, you'll see all of the details. Do we have any other questions? I will stay here for the next 13 minutes if you do have other questions. Otherwise, I thank you all for coming. As I mentioned before, the IEP Ambassador Program is my favorite program that I get to work on. I really, really love it. Please do connect your other friends to the IEP Ambassador Program. At the moment, you'll find on the website that we have expressions of interest open. So let me put that link in the chat as well. So if you have anybody who's interested in joining this next time, here is where they can go. Here's the link you can share with anyone, and it says express interest. So that means they just have to write their name in. And then when our applications open, you will automatically get an email with the application if you express interest. This session is being recorded and it will be shared after, just like the previous one was as well, so through the emails. Oh, sorry, we have a couple of other questions here. We do not have an office in Nigeria. Sorry. You understand the Brussels and The Hague are the IEP's offices in Europe. So the IEP office in Brussels is a place to visit. The Hague office is an administration office. So if you're interested in getting connected to our IEP Brussels office, again, info@Economics and Peace is the place to email, and they will send that to the Brussels office. You are welcome to present to other IEP ambassadors. That's okay. There will be an automated email sent out to everybody in the coming week that has the recording of this meeting. So you will all automatically get that as you've been getting the other emails as well. You can co-present with other ambassadors as well. When you do that, make sure that you both still submit evidence on your own accounts. because otherwise we won't see that in the back end that two people presented. So both still submit individually your evidence and the information of your challenge. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So again, I'll still be here for a little bit. Please continue to ask questions or chat amongst yourselves in the webinar chat as well. We have about 10 more minutes. Thank you, everybody. Do we have IEP candidates from Gaza? We do have participants in the Ambassador Program from Gaza, yes. Again, you have to use the Facebook group and the LinkedIn group to connect with other people. The email to get connected to the office are info@economicsandpeace.org. So just say you're currently taking the IEP Ambassador Program and you would like to be connected to the Nairobi office, to the Brussels office. Yes, you are expected to submit your presentation and evidence by the 28th of May. Thank you, everybody. I'm so excited to welcome you all as official IEP ambassadors very soon. I agree with the comment in the chat. We do need more people like all of you. You're not able to copy from the webinar chat. What are you trying to copy? If you let me know, I can type it into the chat as well. Connect to other IEP ambassadors, use the Facebook and LinkedIn groups. Okay, let me put in our email addresses. So we have ambassadors at economicsandpeace.org. This is for anything related to the program. If you have any questions about other parts of IEP or connecting to a regional offices, you email info@. Can you use charts with a Blackboard for your presentation? Absolutely, you can. That's okay. You don't need to use a PowerPoint presentation. You can speak from your heart. You can use any kinds of posters or anything that you would like. Very happy for all of you to be a part of this program as well. In the answered questions, I have written the different email addresses, so it should be easier to copy paste from there. Thank you very much, everybody. Yes, you can send picture evidence without the PowerPoint link. That's okay. We just need something to show that it took place. That's all. So just a photo is okay. Video is okay. Presentation's okay. And it does not need to be uploaded to social media. You can just send it to us and that's okay. You don't have to upload it. No, thanks everybody. I absolutely love engaging with all of you and I'm really looking forward to see what you do for your ambassador challenges. We hope to open an office in Ethiopia someday, yes. Great. Thank you, everybody. We do not have an office in India. Again, our offices at the moment are in Australia, the US, Mexico, Belgium, Netherlands, Kenya, and Philippines. We will think about opening an office in Burundi too. Thank you. I highly encourage that you organize calls that are face to face. We had almost 600 people registered for this. So unfortunately, that could get a little bit chaotic if we had done a call versus a webinar with that many people. But I do strongly recommend you to be organizing for yourself as well. Yes, I hope to open offices everywhere. That would be my dream. Thanks, everybody. We have about 3 more minutes. If there's any final questions. Otherwise, there is the FAQ page. Visit that, talk to each other, use each other as a resource. The comment section in the program as well has looked really wonderful. I will put Haiti on the list. I will put Ethiopia on the list. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for all of your questions too. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day if it's morning for you, or a wonderful night. Fair distribution of IEP offices everywhere, yes. Yes, we will consider Lesotho as well. Equitable distribution of IEP offices, yes. Yes, you will receive a recording of this presentation. We can link the PowerPoint in as well. Thank you for all of your time. Thank you so much for coming to this meeting and for being active IEP ambassadors. Really appreciate it. And I'm very inspired by everything all of you are working on as well. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. So with that, it is the end of the hour. You're all wonderful. Thank you for participating in this. You should have now all of the resources to be able to complete your challenge. You know where you can ask additional questions if you need to. Please feel free to reach out to us with any additional questions that come up over the following days, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you're joining from. And I wish you all the best. I can't wait to see what you do with your IEP Ambassador Challenge. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll be in touch soon.